Hey everyone, it's Sam here, and I finally get to start sharing my videos opening the advent calendar. So this is the very first Made to Surprise Advent of 2024. I am going to be sharing my opening videos on Instagram, and they will automatically share onto Facebook. And then here on the YouTube channel, I will be sharing tutorials and giving you inspiration on ways to use the wonderful gifts inside the box. So day one has been opened. I have it here. So let me show you what you can make with it. Okay, so let's have a closer look at that very cute stamp set. So you've got a few fun puns. May contain socks. I have a really fun tutorial to share using that sentiment. Then you've got From Me to You with Love, Merry Christmas from us all, Christmas cheer inside, Have a Sweet Christmas, and this isn't a card, it's a paper hug. And then those very sweet, I just love the mince pie, and once you add the arms and the legs, and you'll see them in other tutorials. I've got, like I said, quite a lot of inspiration to share with you using everything in your advent. So I have already gone ahead and I've coloured all the images in, and I've stuck with just your traditional kind of Christmas colours, your reds and greens there with the white. I just pop one of each on my hand here. Is that the main ones? Yeah, then you've got the little present, you've got the little crown there as well. I just hold that up so you can see them a bit more detailed. And the colours that I've used to colour them in, it's a bit of a mixed bag really. For the green, for the tree, I used the grass green, and for the wreath, I used the deep green. And then I used earth brown for the mince pie, dark red blend. These are the tri-blends. These are the Creative Craft Products ones. And then I used the gold yellow for the crown and all of the yellow baubles and the star. So to make this card, this idea that I've got, I don't know why I've got that piece, don't need that one. So you want to cut yourself two pieces of 5 by 6, and you want to score along that 5-inch side at 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now on the outer side here, I'd recommend just cutting just a little slither off like so, and then if you fold and burnish all of those score lines, and then that end where you've taken the little slither, just want to run your glue all down that side, and then fold 2 over, one with the glue, and then fold the other one over. And by cutting that little bit off, it just means it's all going to fold flat. So if you're popping it in an envelope, and it also means that you've got a perfectly sized square tube like so. So you want to do that twice. I've then gone ahead and cut these rings here. So this is going to be the base for my wreath. Now I've used these dies here from my stash. So I've got a circle die, something that is around, what we got here, 3 1/4, and then the largest is 5 1/2. So you could draw around a plate, or something else. It doesn't have to be a circle either, it can be a square. So you just can cut that using your trimmer. You don't need dies for it. And what I've done is I've cut once using gold card, then I cut it again using white and stuck them together, and then I cut it 2 more times in white and stuck them together. So these are going to be the back, and that's where I'm going to write my message. So it'd be quite fun having like my message work around the circle there. By adding the 2 with the construction glue, it's just made it nice and strong. Okay, it's optional, you don't have to, but I tend to always layer up. I then used my Festive Tartan embossing folder. It's a 3D embossing folder, and I just think you really see the detail of the 3D design there with the mirrored card. What you then want to do is take your 2 tubes, and I like to have the join at the back facing the inside, and then again that one facing the inside, and I'm going to attach the circle so it's just sitting on the edges there. So, and I want it in the middle there. Once you've stuck one down, I'll then stick the next one down and line it up with that one. So I'm just going to add little glue just along each side there. You don't need much, but again, make sure you're getting it nice and straight. That one, I've just come in just a couple of mil, come down a little bit there, but just spend a minute getting this one lined up. Once that glue starts to grab, if you just lift it up, pop it this way, and that way you can make sure that it is all lined up. So just spend a minute getting that nice and straight. Make sure that's secure. You can then fold it down like so, and that's how it will go in your envelope. But I'm going to keep it 3D for the minute until that's completely stuck down. And then next I'm going to add my glue to the back pieces. And like I said, you now just want to line this up, and you do need to fold this flat when you do it. that you can make sure you've got the height of them the same. And carefully just bring that back up again. Okay, like so. I think that looks pretty even to me. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Next I'm going to put my hot glue gun on. I just prefer, especially when I'm using ribbons, I prefer to use a hot glue, but I'm going to have the ribbon at the top. Again, I want it to look like that wreath. And then this one here, I'm going to have, I think, hanging down on some acetate, so it kind of wobbles a little bit. You could, if you want to, cut a piece of acetate to cover the whole circle. You might want to have a strip running through the middle there. I might end up doing that. Just tape it just behind there, or you could put it between the layers of the two circles when you stick them together. But I think having that just floating will look quite nice when it's displayed. So that's going to go in the middle. And then I'm just going to alternate all of these. So I might start off with another one near the bottom. Just want to place them all down kind of in order. So if I do the mince pie with a candy cane, Christmas tree, no, I might do the wreath, Christmas tree, and then it'll go back to mince pie, candy cane. If I kind of do that order, wreath, Christmas tree, or do I want the two greens together? I might split that up a bit, maybe like that instead. Yeah, I might just, I do the mince pie, Christmas tree, candy cane. Oh, I forgot me the little crackers. They could go maybe in between the mince pie and the wreath. That breaks that up a little bit then. Just play around. You might not want to have as many as me. You know, anybody, there might be quite a few new people actually who've brought the Advent who maybe don't follow Made to Surprise. I like more is more. So there's probably many times when you might look at my projects and think, Sam, just step away from the card, but I tend to just carry on. Something like that. I'm going to have a play around it, but you kind of see where I'm going with it. And then the little things like this, the presents, I can just kind of like fill in the little spots. I might have a couple of bits around the sentiment there. If you want as well, you can decorate the sides of the kind of pillars here. But because I had so much going on the wreath, I just wanted that to be the focus. I've left mine plain. But if you do want to, you know, decorate these, then I would do 3/4 of an inch by 5 3/4. You probably want to do, well, you do 8, between 6 and 8, because you might not want to do the back ones. And then the little crown, you could pop the little crown on like the face, the cracker, on the little mince pie. It's entirely up to you. I'm probably just going to have them just added in like little fillers just to kind of fill any little spaces that I might have there. You could also use foam to attach all of this as well. I'm going to use the hot glue, and that way I know it'll be nice and secure. So that's the finished card. I decided to add the acetate from the top there, so it's got a little bit of movement to it as well, but I think that's adorable. Lots of space on the back there to be able to write your message, and it folds down. It'll be a 7x6 envelope, which you can make on your punch board. I've also got tutorials over on my Mixed Up Craft YouTube channel showing you how to make your own DIY envelopes if you don't have any already. So I hope you've enjoyed tutorial or project number 1 from the Advent using this very sweet stamp set. I've got lots more fun things to share with you, so make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.